PeakProfiling is a sound analytics company that develops and analyzes characteristics of the voice. With their technologies, combining quantitative musicology and AI, they create feature extraction tools that can indicate diseases. Diseases such as ADHD, depression and dementia, but also softer conditions such as fatigue or pain. Together with their partners, they work on patient-centric, fully digitized solutions. Today, they will tell you about their background in quantitative musicology, the possibilities of an implementation in health insurance systems, and some of the cases. Next on stage, PeakProfiling.
Hi. My name is Julia. I did my PhD researching the human voice as a biomarker for brain functions. Now at PeakProfiling, we are taking this one step further, detecting diseases from the sound of the human voice. To demonstrate you how insightful a little snippet of sound can be, I would like to start with a quick poll. You'll listen to two different recordings. One recording presents a professional piano player, and the second one, another one, a layman. So after listening to the two recordings, I would like you to vote on which recording is the professional piano player. And now you will listen to the second piano player. So all of you, please raise your hands who think the first piano player was the professional piano player. Okay, and now if you please all raise your hand to think the second recording was a piano player. Okay, so both players played exactly the same song. Neither player made any mistake. And you as an audience correctly identified the professional piano player. It was indeed the second piano player. Great. So why is that? You might have felt somehow a different atmosphere in the two recordings, and this seems to be a very subjective tool of us humans. However, we at PeakProfiling can exactly sense the same thing, but in a quantifiable and objective manner. And we cannot just rate musical performances, but we can also detect diseases such as depression or dementia. So PeakProfiling is a sound analytics company developing and analyzing characteristical features of the human voice. Over 3 decades of research, we built proprietary technology based on the field of quantitative musicology. So 30 years ago, our CTO and co-founder Jörg Langner investigated how to distinguish the two piano players you have just listened to. And he developed specific voice features, for example, describing the specific loudness patterns of the piano players. And some years later, the same loudness features were found to successfully detect ADHD in adults, although speech and voice impairment are not even a symptom or diagnostic criteria in ADHD. So together with the Charité Berlin, PeakProfiling investigated how to detect ADHD, and sorry, I have something in my ear, to detect ADHD, and successfully demonstrated in this large-scale study how to detect ADHD. And nowadays, our technology contains hundreds of unique features, for example, describing the timbre, the articulation, the melody of the voice. And besides this medical part, we also have an industrial section. So my colleagues from the industrial team, they work on detecting and predicting specific defects in different machines, such as separators, electric motors, or tanks, from the sound of the machines. And together with your application case, we can help you to prevent major damages or to lower your power consumption. However, today I would like to focus on the medical part of peak profiling. And within the last years, we've been investigating different diseases such as ADHD, depression, or dementia, mainly in a B2B context with strong clinical partners. Whereas with our more industrial partners, we also investigated more softer conditions such as fatigue, alcoholization, or emotions. And to show you how such a tool could look like, I would like to demonstrate you a part of our emotion tool, capturing gender and arousal.
Just thinking about the time, a couple of years ago, I went to Colombia myself, just with backpack. And it was just amazing. I went out exploring, went sailing, met amazing people, made a lot of drawings, and I really, really enjoyed it. I hope we can go traveling soon again.
So after analyzing the spoken speech for a short while, the tool detects the different levels of arousal. And based on our research and of our industrial projects, we want to provide a real-time analysis system detecting different diseases from the voice. And this system can be used as a monitoring tool to monitor disease progress, for example, in a clinical practice or in a telemedicine context. But this system can be also used to detect more subtle changes in the voice. And in the insurance universe, this case can also be applied. For example, so there are two use cases. The first use case is about customer acquisition, so more and more people are interested in tracking their health, and you can just implement our software in your already existing app, providing your customer. And the second solution is about cost reduction, because detecting diseases early can save a lot of money. And like just mental diseases alone cost 44 billion euro, and prevention can reduce costs up to 30%. So you can not just use our tool as for detecting diseases, but also for monitor subtle mood changes in the voice. So in a world where we are getting more and more tracked, and where we also want to track our sleep, our weight, and our health, it is just a question of when and how we will track our mental health on a large scale as well. And peak profiling is a perfect partner for you as an insurer to tackle this journey. And together with our strong B2B partnerships, we will go with this journey together with you. So thank you very much.